Welcome to Just Hoops.
Hey guys, this is Josh, and in today's video we will be breaking down the current Golden State Warriors roster and highlighting 6 key players who need to master their role in order for the Warriors to be successful. Let's get into it. First, we're going to start with 2 guys who were on the Warriors last season, starting with Jordan Poole. The Warriors use Jordan Poole as a Jordan Clarkson-type spark plug scorer off the bench. You could tell he's learned from Curry and Klay in the aspect that he never really stops moving off the ball. He sets up his cuts very well, and he knows how to get to his spots to get up shots. He's also very confident with the ball in his hands and has the ability to get down into the paint, and he's very crafty while finishing around bigs. He was one of the few bright spots for the Warriors last season, showing the entire league that he's a very high-level, 3-level scorer, but he was the only guy off the bench that really provided any scoring for the Warriors, which brought many issues. This year is going to have a similar role in weathering the storm without Curry, Klay, or Draymond on the floor, and he's going to have to be patient with the young guys' learning curves. Next, we'll get into James Wiseman. Wiseman was out a lot of last year dealing with different injuries, but in his time on the court, he did show a lot of promise. The first thing I noticed while watching him was his ability to knock down a 15 to 18 footer very consistently. This allows the Warriors to have more spacing while having that big body on the floor. Another thing is his ability to run the floor, creating easy opportunities early in the shot clock. Also, with him on the floor, he needs to be more physical on the offensive glass, getting more extra opportunities for the Warriors. He really isn't your usual big, and he gives the Warriors a lot of versatility while still having that big body on the floor. Wiseman's got to have a healthy season because obviously with him not on the floor, he's not going to really help the Warriors at all. Next, we'll get into the Warriors' big free agency pickups, starting with Otto Porter Jr. OPJ is a very good spot-up shooter, which will bring spacing to the Warriors right off the bat. He is not just a spot-up shooter, though, as he has shown the ability to move off the ball and have a good feel for setting up off-ball screens and getting open looks. He also has the ability to get downhill and finish around the rim. One of the first things I noticed while watching Otto Porter Jr. was that he has a very similar body to Jonathan Kaminga. This will give Jonathan Kaminga some time to get used to their system and the NBA. Next, we'll talk about the Warriors bringing back Iguodala. Iggy's presence will mainly be felt on the defensive end. Iggy is a very high-energy defensive player. He is always moving, and you could tell he is always talking. This will help the young guys learn the Warriors system, and those guys who kind of just relied on their athletic ability to play defense, it will help them learn how to play more solid defense. Iggy has a very high IQ on the offensive end and could be either an off-ball piece or he could initiate offense, getting other players open. Next, we'll get into the Warriors' 2 lottery picks, starting with pick number 7, Jonathan Kaminga. Kaminga is a very raw talent. He has the ability to knock down an open 3, but he is a very streaky shooter. At the age of 18, he has a pro body, which he uses very well in getting downhill and finishing strong at the rim. Defensively, though, is where he shines. He has the ability to guard 1 through 5 and uses his athleticism very well in blocking shots and being aggressive on the defensive glass. In my opinion, this was a pick for the future, but at the same time, Kaminga has the ability to make a large impact right now for the Warriors in helping them make a long run in the playoffs. Finally, let's talk about pick number 14, Moses Moody. Moody was one of the best spot-up shooters last season in all of college basketball, but that's not all he did. With the ball in his hands, he had a good ability to get downhill and be a crafty finisher around the rim. Moses Moody is a very capable defender. He uses his length very well and can stay in front of his guy, limiting easy looks. Overall, Moses Moody was one of my favorite players in this draft, and I think he's going to have a very large impact on the Warriors to start the season and throughout. As of today, This Golden State Warriors roster is one of the best in the entire NBA. If these 6 guys that we highlighted are able to embrace their role and play how they are capable of, I think the Warriors will have no issue in finishing this season on top of the entire NBA. If you enjoyed this video and want some more content from the Just Hoops fam, please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.